Hello， 大家好，我刚刚在选取今天做的雅思口语的 demonstration 的 topic， 然后我今天打算想做的呢是这个叫做买来难用的东西。他说 describe something you bought that was difficult to use at first. You should say what it was, where you bought it, how you used it successfully, and how you felt about it. 我们来看一下吧。Okay, so something I bought which I found quite difficult to use is a DSLR camera gimbal for my Sony camera. So basically a gimbal gives you pivoted support to the camera that you're using by allowing smooth and stable rotation along a single axis, right? Maybe horizontal or vertical, okay? So basically with the gimbal, when you're filming moving shots, right? Say when you're running with your camera, then it will reduce the feeling of dizziness. So people won't feel you're running, right? It would reduce the feeling of ups and downs, right? Instead, they will feel that you're moving very fast in a very smooth manner. So that's the function of a gimbal. And I got it 2 years ago from the DJI flagship store in Causeway Bay because at the time, my interest in camera, in filming, in video making started to grow. So I thought that it would be a good investment to buy a gimbal so I can make better quality videos. But anyway, after the initial excitement, I started to find that it's very difficult to use the gimbal. First of all, the gimbal itself, to be frank, is not super large, right? It's not huge, right? It's still quite portable and quite manageable. But because of its compact size, the control panel is only the small area on the handle, which means there are only a few buttons and each button serves different functions. And to achieve different functions, you have to press the button in a certain way, maybe faster or maybe slower or maybe several times, which also means you have to memorize how to use all kinds of buttons on the control panel, which taxes really my memory. Secondly, you have to match the gimbal to your camera, and to do that you have to go through a certain set of procedures which is also very complicated. So anyway, because I'm not very tech savvy, I outsourced this job to my boyfriend, and he was the person that took the suffering for me. And number 3, once you match the gimbal to your camera, you still can't use it yet because you have to properly install your camera on the gimbal. So on the gimbal, there's this scale on top, right? And you have to place your camera in this perfect place that allows like a perfect balance of right and left, right? So your camera can't be tilting to either side, which also takes quite some time. And lastly, once everything is installed and perfectly done, you can finally take your camera and your gimbal outside for filming. But there comes another problem, which is its weight. So yes, it's true, it's quite small in size, but it's still very heavy. So when you take the gimbal for like 10 minutes, your arm will start to become sore, and then you will find it, you can't hold the gimbal anymore. Especially if you're a girl, that it will be even like a problem to you. So anyway, because of these 3 reasons, I found it very difficult to use, and I still think so. OK， 那刚刚那个 demonstration 当中呢，大家可以看到，虽然我讲的那个物品它是蛮专业的，就是在摄影啊、拍摄方面是一个很专业的设施，可是作为一个行外人，作为一个 layman， 我并没有那种专业的术语去描述它，而且我也没有去做任何的事前的 research，right？ 因为我们要尽量去还原雅思考试当中的那种感觉嘛，就是你当时没有接触这种术语的这个机会，那怎么样做呢？其实我们可以看到，可以用很多自己日常的一些单词来描述的，比如说稳定啊，就是 stabilize 啊这种单词，或者是它有些刻度的嘛，就是在那个云台上面有些刻度嘛，它那个应该有一个专业术语吧，可是因为我不知道，所以我只能说是 scale, right? And then you have to put your camera somewhere on the scale, right? 就是我们可以通过一些我们日常的一些用语来描述一些很困难或者是很专业的词，就算你用了很专业的词，你的考官他也未必能听得明白，因为他自己本身可能并不是一些这方面的专业人士，所以你要是用一些很专业的词呢，他可能也未必能明白，所以呢，还不如用一些简单日常的词汇把一件事情描述清楚，这样子的话可能会效果更加的好。